Having trouble finding basketball drills for kids? Athlete Era makes it easy. Hello, I'm Tobias, and today I'm going to show you 3 simple drills that work on defense, as well as some key things to look out for. Let's get into it. Now, the first drill we have is called Defend and Steal. Now, this is a fun way to get the practice started. Start by creating a line of cones with a ball placed on top of each cone. Have each player find a partner and line up across from their partner at a cone. The objective of the drill is to follow the defensive move called out by the coach, then grab the ball before your partner to score a point. When the coach yells steal, players will compete to grab the ball first. Coaches, be creative with this one and test the listening skills of your players. Now, the second drill we got is called Dribble Knockout. Now, this is a great one to teach players to stay on their man when defending. Start by creating a large grid and have players spread out inside. Choose 1 to 2 players to start inside the grid without the ball. The rest of the players can grab a ball and start dribbling around inside the playing area. Now, the goal of the game is to try and avoid the players trying to steal the ball. Now, remind players who are on defense to try and force players who are dribbling towards the edge of the playing area. Now, the last drill we have is called Square Denial. Now, this is a great drill to get players thinking and reading their opponent's next move. Start by dividing players into groups of 3. Use cones to create 2 squares and a starting point for the defender. 1 player will start as the defender, 1 as the passer, and the other as the receiver. The goal of the drill is to prevent your opponent from receiving a pass in the square. If the defender prevents them from receiving the pass, they score a point. Coaches, remind your players to keep their head on a swivel so they know where the offensive player is at all times. Now remember, these players are learning, which means at times they may need a little bit of help. Here are a few key things to look out for. First off, remind players to stay in a low defensive stance with their knees bent and on the balls of their feet. Second, have players keep their hands out and away from their body. And third, remind players to engage the ball with their palms up so it's easier to make contact with the ball. Now that you're all ready to go with some new drill ideas for next practice, as well as some helpful coaching tips for your players, be sure to check out the free Athlete Era mobile app. And for more great videos just like this one, subscribe to Coach's Crash Course.